Griffin III has been criticized often this year. Ron Jaworski said we may never see the RG3 that we saw last year. And now Redskins Hall of Famer Darrell Green is the latest to weigh in. Green did a guest segment on Showtime's Inside the NFL and had this to say about the Redskins star quarterback.
I think that it's been rough, but look like the kid, I'm talking about RG3, look like he's starting to get it back. Right. But I just feel so bad that you would have a system where it's all predicated on this guy running. He's a second rusher on the team. It doesn't work. I've always heard this old saying, rich and famous. Throw the rich out. Before the kid ever took one snap, he was more famous than anything you can think of. And at 23, 24 years old, 21, whatever, I think that's a lot of pressure.
Who's the leader of that team? Not the face of the team.
I think that's the problem. I think it's super important to have leadership. And I don't think he really is the leader.
Who do you think is the leader?
I don't know if they have a leader.
Wow, you listen to that on face value, you're like, oh my goodness, this is Hall of Famer Darrell Green. Friends with Darrell, called him up today.
He picked off a lot of quarterbacks. He knows about quarterback position.
This guy knows.
He never played
a lot. This guy knows a lot about football. He knows a lot about being in the locker room. This particular situation, as he told me on the phone, I really don't know a lot about it. I'll be honest with you. He said, Dan, I know diddly squat about this. I'm giving my opinion based on the fact I spent 20 years in the NFL locker room, and I think it's hard for a young guy to be a leader. And that's what he was trying to say.
Well, okay, that's fine, but I don't understand him saying this about RG3 and his team if he's not right there in-house to see what's going on. You know, I played with Brett Favre. Brett Favre was not a guy that you could kind of quote-unquote say is a leader, but he went out there and balled, and we won, and we followed him. Same thing they did with RG3 last year. When he was playing well, they followed him. Rookie of the year, nobody said anything. Now he's been playing a little bit, not up to par, banged up, and now everybody wants to come out and say they don't have a leader. London Fletcher is a leader in that locker room.
Yes, he is.
How is he going to say that they don't have a leader in that locker room?
That is the one thing that he said he probably would want to take back. London Fletcher is a leader in the locker room, and he
acknowledged that. Well, you better think before you speak.
I think some of the things, when you heard Darrell Green, when he said the rich and famous, a lot of times young players are anointed into that leader position because of either draft status or their contract, how much money you make. And that's a lot of players. That doesn't mean you're a great leader. But I do think that RG3 tries to do a good job at leading his team. Some of the things he do, I don't agree with. You know, some of the things he says at his age, he has to still go through and learn and goes through those, you know, those hoops and jumps and all that stuff. He's going to learn that on the way. We all go through that as young players. But at the quarterback position, what he's done in his rookie season up until now, I think he's done a great job of leading his team, going out, playing well. And is it perfect? No. But when you're not playing well, of course, everybody's going to attack certain things about you.
Javon, but isn't the quarterback always a leader?
No.
You give me some quarterbacks you played with.
Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, played Vince Young a little bit, Kerry Collins, a couple guys.
McNabb, Collins. I mean, even Vince that rookie season when he made the Pro Bowl.
I got a perfect example. Is Aaron Rodgers a leader? Do we think Aaron Rodgers is a leader?
I would think so.
We would say though, but a couple of his receivers kind of came out and alluded to that he doesn't do certain things that leaders do. That doesn't mean he's not a leader.
It's different styles of leading. You know, not everybody is going to be the epitome of what you want in your leader. You want your leader to be a guy to stand up in front of the room saying this and saying that. You want your guy to be a leader in how he performs on a football field. It's different styles of leading. You can't just put it under one bubble and say this is the way you're supposed to lead.
Well, and I will say this about RG3. You talk to the kid, he seems like a leader.
Still to come on NFL Total Access.